No one is gonna save me if I just sit here and cry. Accept the fact that if something happens, you most likely can't beat them up. So what's gonna happen is you have to avoid the situation to happen from the beginning. Oh, like you need to be careful not going there, be careful, like go with someone, okay. But if you found yourself get stuck, what to do? Nobody speaks about that. This might happen to anyone. Any young girl, they might be outside experiencing this. So please take care of ourselves that way. If anyone found themselves in this situation, even if it's bad, even if it's too close, how to get out of the situation. Okay. Hello, welcome to Angeles. Today I have a different video for you guys. I'm going to speak about my own story, a real story that happened to myself, and how I got out of the situation with my own tactic, with my own strategy that no one thinks it's going to work, but it always works. If you have never been in this position before, good for you. I'm so happy for you. If you have been, I'm so sorry for that. But no matter what, for the future, this video is going to help you a lot. This is a tactic. If you use it wisely, if you use it smartly, this is going to help you a lot. It's not easy for me to speak about my own story here. It's way more difficult than you think. Whoever who have experienced that, they will understand what I'm talking about. But I'm still here, so maybe I can save some people. Maybe I can save some of the women out there. Let's start from my own story. So this story is for years ago. I was 18 back then. I was trying to get an entry-level job or internship or whatever in the fashion industry somewhere in some showrooms or brands. So basically I was searching for something and I found a showroom. There was a guy who was designer. I reached out to him on Instagram. I said, I want to meet you and I would love to work with you. He told me that he would like to meet me in person and speak about these things. So I accepted, obviously, and I was so happy. So I went to his showroom directly for the interview to speak about like how the work is going to be. So I went there, I presented myself, and everything seemed normal. And there was like a few models there they were shooting, and I was telling him about my creative ideas that we can work together on really creative projects. And just speaking about work, everything sounded normal. And since I was reaching out to this guy, I was reaching out for work. I didn't suspect anything because when you reach out to someone, you won't think, oh, they might have some intentions in their head. So usually you won't think that way. Automatically, your brain will think, just because you initiated, you started it, you asked them for work, so they're giving it to you. If someone just out of the blue come to you and ask you for something to come to meet and come to work, you might suspect something, but everything was normal. I was 18. So, yes, I'm telling all this so you don't blame me for not seeing it coming. Everything sounded normal. He didn't act creepy, we just shook hands. And then he told me that he would like to work with me. Let's start working on the new collection that I'm designing it. Tomorrow, come to my office. That's the place that is my sampling room. I have my samples there. I create my samples there. So we can come and see the pieces before the collection is out. So we can work on creating something together for the shoot. So I was like, okay, sounds good, amazing. I was so happy that I'm getting something in the industry. I was so happy. I was so excited. Like I see my younger self being super, super excited, and literally I could see the sparkle in my eyes that, okay, I made it. I found something in this industry and we're gonna work together. This guy sent me an address. I went there 3 p.m. in the afternoon. I was expecting to see people inside that they were working for him. Once I entered the door, I didn't see anyone but him. I said hi and he hugged me, and I was just looking around trying to figure out if it's an office till I saw a bed there and like other things like the sofa, the bed, everything. I was like, okay, that's a house. And then I told him like, yeah, you have a nice place. And he was like, oh, that's my home office, I work here. So I was more alarmed when I saw the environment. I was completely worried at that point, but I was like, okay, let's not act weird because this is his home office. Like, it's fine, like it's a home office, because he actually had a room that everything was there, like all the sewing machine, like all the clothes. So I was like, okay. And he asked me to check it out, the room. And I went there, I checked the pieces out, and he was like talking about his pieces. Oh, that's gonna be the next collection and stuff. And then he told me that, like, you're gonna be a good model. Do you want to try modeling for me? And I said no. Like, I'm not interested in modeling. I reached out to you for styling, fashion styling. And he was like, no, if you try it, you're gonna like it. So you can try one of my clothes and see if you like to wear them for a shoot. And you can do styling as well, but I just like your style for modeling. And I was like, okay. At that point, I was like, okay, I guess something is going on. Because he was insisting on me trying one of the pieces on so he can see it on me. And I checked it out and I saw that it was a dress and it was kind of open. So I was like, okay. And I didn't want to act weird because the lesson has started. In these situations, if you act weird, if you act like you freaked out, if you act like you're scared, if you act vulnerable, any of this will lead you to somewhere that you don't want to go. In these situations, if you found yourself in any sort of situations like that, that you might suspect that something might be going on, I might be stuck in this apartment and I don't know how to get out, and I don't know if I can just like fight with him, what's gonna happen, you're not sure, don't act like you're scared. Don't act like you're freaking out. Don't act like you're vulnerable. Don't act like you suspected something. You know why? The moments that you tell them that's like, oh, like something is fishy, oh, like this and that, clearly they have more power than you, because it's a man and a woman. So most of the time, 99% of the time, you can't beat them. I don't know what kind of case would be possible, but 90% of the time, you are not able to, because they have more power over you, even by just being a man and just having control over you by, this is the place that it's their place. They are owning this place. They are not in your place. You are in their place. Whatever it is, it's an office, it's a villa, it's an apartment, wherever you're stuck. If the house, the place, the property is owned by them, they automatically have more power over you. If that's your building, easily the security is going to be called. If that's my building, yeah, I will contact my security. I will call my friends, whoever, just come to my place. But when I'm stuck somewhere that it's not my own property, it's going to be way more difficult for me to get out, right? So accept the fact that if something happens, you most likely can't beat them up. So what's going to happen is you have to avoid the situation to happen from the beginning. There's so many people saying, oh, like, you need to be careful not going there, be careful, go with someone. Okay, but what I'm speaking about it right now in this video is, if you found yourself get stuck, what to do. Nobody speaks about that, because this happens. This might happen to anyone. Any young girl, they might be outside experiencing this. So please, let's speak about this and let's take care of ourselves that way. If anyone found themselves in this situation, even if it's bad, even if it's too close, how to get out of the situation. Okay, going back to the story, what happened was, I suspected that something might be going on. So what I did was, I asked this guy, where should I change, because I don't want to act weird. He was keep asking me, like, you should try this on. Okay, if you didn't like it, it's fine, just go try this on. So if I just insist, no, 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 or like, what can I do? I went, he said, like, you can go change in the other room, and I went to the other room to change. And luckily, I had some sort of self-defense stuff in my pocket. I was living alone since age 16, so as a lady living alone, independent life, I was trying to protect myself. So I had some self-defense stuff. Self-defense stuff can be anything that you can use to defend yourself. Anything, even something stupid. If it can protect you, it can protect you. You know, like, it can be anything, literally. So if you can find something in your pocket that you can use it as a self-defense stuff, just use it. So I went to change my clothes in the room, and I was thinking I should be ready for anything. I should see everything coming. If I get out of this room, I was even suspecting him like looking at me when I'm changing or something. I was trying to stand like right behind the door, holding it from being opened, so like nothing would happen. So I just changed super super quickly. I came out. It was quite open, and yes, as I expected, I was in front of the mirror, just checking myself out, and I was like, yeah, that's a nice outfit. Like I like the design and stuff. Just like to say something, and he came behind me, and he was like, yeah, you look gorgeous, and he started holding me from behind, and he started touching me. And yes, okay, here the lesson starts. The lesson starts here. There is two types of people here that they're gonna react. Now I see everything after all these years that how I could act and it could lead me to trouble. There is two type of people. I'm talking about women. First type of women, they're gonna freeze. They're gonna be in shock. They can't move. Like I can't do anything. Like you're gonna start panicking like this, and that's the worst thing you can do. Like literally the worst thing. Like from case 2 you might survive, but from case 1 you're literally not doing anything. You're not able to do anything. So work on yourself if you're in this case, please. If something happens in these situations, and people with PTSD most of the time they have this problem that they freeze in these situations, and it's understandable. It's so sad, but please go to therapy, go to psychiatrist, work on yourself, because anything can happen in the future. And if you just freeze, if you just panic, who's gonna save you? Who's gonna save you? Who's gonna save you if you just panic and freeze? No one. Please fix it. This can be fixed. Second type of people are the people that they're gonna realize, okay, what's going on in the moment, and then they start reacting. They start getting aggressive. They start reacting, and okay, I realize that you're trying to do something with me. I'm gonna freak out and I'm gonna start beating you up. I'm gonna try defend myself. But you usually can't, right? Like, let's be honest. You can't. You can't beat them up. But you just want to try, but sometimes that trying even makes it more attractive to them. So, like, don't do that. Don't do that. What you can do, the best defense is to attack. The best attack here is to act like you have the same intentions as them. I know it sounds weird, but accept this from your bigger sister. That's the only strategy that most of the time is not going to fail. It's not going to fail you. Because let's think about it. Why is he doing that? Because he can't control his hormones or thoughts or whatever it is. That's his problem, right? If you position yourself at the same page as him, even try to act more thirsty than him, what is this going to do to him? It's going to drive him insane. One of the most vulnerable states for men is when they are controlled by their hormones. Like the brain doesn't work when they are like out of their mind. So your goal should be to put them out of their mind, make them lose their mind by saying that, yes, that's my intentions as well. I like you as well. If you're stuck somewhere in a building with them or whatever, just try to make it like, okay, the intentions that you have, and you're trying to forcing me to do it, I have the intentions as you as well. So don't try to make it like, okay, I realize that you're trying to force me to do something. No, don't let them realize that. Act like you didn't know, and you're just taking it as, okay, they like you, and okay, I like you too. I like you too. It sounds weird as hell, but this works. Trust me and wait. Trust the process. Trust the process. When panicking and being freeze doesn't work, and at the same time being aggressive and trying to react aggressively doesn't work as well, then we have no other option. No other option. So try this one. Try this one. Act like you like them too. Yes, the intentions that you're trying to achieve by committing a crime, you don't need to. You don't need to. I like you too. But don't say that. Just act like it. So make them realize in their brain whatever they are trying to achieve, you will give it to them without committing a crime. Try to play with their emotions. Try to compliment them, boost their ego. Try to compliment them and get close to them. Even you pull them close to yourself, then you can get out of the situation. When you're in this kind of situations, the whole purpose and the whole goal is going to be you using some sort of self-defense to get out of the situations, right? Whatever you want to do to defend yourself and run away, you want it to work, right? Because in normal situations, they're not going to let you do anything, right? Because they have the power. But take that power back to yourself. You are a woman, you're already attractive to them. That's why they're trying to do this. So you have so much power. You hold so much power over them already. You can control them. Boost their ego. I can over explain it, but please get the point. Try to keep your self-defense move for the last step. You can go closest as possible, but do it at the last step that you don't want this to happen. When you don't want this to happen, this is your red line, then you can use your self-defense move, whatever it is, whatever you want to do, whatever is in your control. You have any sort of self-defense stuff in your pocket or like anything that it's in your access and your power, if you want to use that, keep it for when you hold the most power. For the moments that they are out of their mind. Make them lose their mind by the way you're speaking. Yes, I like you too. I like your style, I like your body, whatever compliments that you want to create to boost their ego. So the person is going to lose their mind by the power that you hold, and in the last minute, use that self-defense move and run away. That's the whole point. If you don't do it right, if you do it too early, everything is going to go to waste. Because when their brain is working, when they're conscious, when they're aware of their surroundings, if you show that you're scared, if you show that you realize that they're trying to do something to you, they're gonna just go and lock that door. They're just gonna lock all the doors on you. So there is no chance for you to get away from that. But if you show that you're interested as well, there is no need to lock you. They don't need to commit a crime to do something to you. You're already willing to do it. So that's the whole point. Keep that self-defense move for the last step. That's the whole point. Even if you think it's weird, even if you think you can, you have to act. You need to be smart. You need to smartly act dumb. Like, I didn't realize what's going on. I just like you. That's why I'm here. And let this go to that point, do the self-defense move, and run away from the situation no matter what, at all costs. Any sort of way that is possible for you to get away from the situation. Don't panic, don't freeze, don't get aggressive, don't show that you're suspected, don't act dumb. Act like you don't know anything, you don't suspect anything, you are already attracted to me, so I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use that to drive you insane, so you will lose your mind, then I can use my self-defense move and get out of the situation. I think I don't need to continue to tell you the end of the story. So what happened was basically that's what I did. And it just came to my mind at the moment that this man is like disgusting to me, but I need to act that way. That's I'm interested as well, getting close to him and then defending myself and running away from the house, from the villa, and running away from there. Still, yet Yet, even though I escaped the situation, even though nothing happened to me, even though I protected myself, still, for a long time, whenever I saw someone with a bald head, which was him, like he looked like that, I was freaking out. Like I was literally panicking. I do panic as well. I keep my tears, I keep the panics, I keep everything. Like I worked on myself so much so I can hold my tears, the panic, the everything for later. So when I went out of the house, I was crying on the way, the whole way for the whole day. I was crying and I was so upset. I was like so traumatized, but still, I didn't react when I was in front of him because no one is going to save me if I just sit here and cry. These things can be worked on with a psychiatrist, with a therapist. And please, my girls, my ladies, please work on yourself and all these things. It's not even easy for me right now to speak about it. I tried to record this video for a long time and it wasn't easy. So this is still traumatizing. This is going to be a traumatizing experience for you, even if you run away from the situation because you still experience that fear, that stress. But if it happens, then it's way worse. So like please work on yourself. Don't get freeze, don't get shocked. So that's the whole point. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like my content, please subscribe to my channel and share this video with your friends. Someone might need it in the future. I hope you never need to use this, but just in case. See you in the next video. Bye.